Hey everybody, Stand For Good, and today we're going to do a vinyl collection video. My collection grew a lot more, and I have some interesting stuff, I think, so we're just going to go through the stuff, you know the video. Alright, so first off, for the Abbey Road 50 year anniversary, it just happened, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was either yesterday or 2 days ago, it was the 26th. They released the 50 year anniversary because they've been doing that for the past couple albums for Sgt. Pepper and the White Album, which I have right under it, but I'm going to get to that in a second. So, this is the 50 year anniversary. Oops, that's out of focus. This is the 50 year anniversary, which is, as you can see, it looks almost identical to the 1969. There's the Capitol. Oh, what the hell? There we go. Capitol Records one, which is funny because yeah, that's like the main difference to notice. You look at the back, and you got that apple right there. Versus just the Capitol on the bottom. So yeah, the Capitol, no apple, then apple, no Capitol. But it looks very similar. There's some minor weird like framing, as you can kind of see how like on the left or the newest one, there's like kind of those dots are kind of like cut off, whereas the older one, you can see him in frame right there. I don't know, but other than that, oh yeah, I shouldn't go too much into this because I would just go on forever. But you can also see in the bottom of the crosswalk, this one shows a little more. So the framing is a little bit different. And this one looks a little less clean. Like it looks kind of contrast, looks a little weird. But as far as the sound goes, I love the 50 year anniversary. I think it's amazing. Yeah, if you like that album, which you should like it, or if you haven't heard it before, definitely get it. Definitely get the 50 year anniversary, I think. Or maybe listen to the original first, because it all sounds very similar. But yeah, so yeah, like I was saying. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna open them, but that one there's nothing really to show. It's just I could just show you the 1969, which I got this in like 2011, so I think it was the 2011 remaster or something. So it's like a white background with an apple, whereas the newer 50 year anniversary has a black background because it's a black sleeve, where this one it's like a white sleeve. So yeah, so here we go. We got the White Album. This one is pretty cool because it's just like the actual original pressing, so it has like there's like posters and stickers. No, or not stickers, my bad. There's like a poster it comes with. It's pretty cool. It has like all the lyrics, you know, and then it has like a cool, some cool pictures. Yeah, this is definitely going up on the wall, but I just try to get a clean image of that. Oops, there we go. Yeah, it looks pretty damn cool. So I'm gonna throw that out of the way right now. And it's funny because I actually have The Wall by Pink Floyd on vinyl too, and I noticed that they look very similar. I'll bring that out for comparison in a minute, but we'll just finish this. But yeah, as you can see, you can barely see the name The Beatles right there. It's so I can't even fully focus it because it's just like a white. There it is. I kind of got it. There's no number. And of course on the sides of the stereo anniversary edition because it's 50 year. And of course the back's just blank and it says stereo right there. And then there's two records, 30 tracks. It's like I think it's an hour and a half long in total. And then of course you got, I think the only other thing they have is these cool 4 photos of each one of them, you know. Kind of reminding me of the Let It Be poster with all 4 of them just cut out. Pretty damn cool. I like that. So yeah, let's get this rolling. Try not to make it too long of a video, and I usually do that. So we got the Sgt. Pepper. This one is really cool. This is actually the mono version because they did the 50 year anniversary. Oops, let me see. They did do the 50th year anniversary because it was for 67, so 2017. But this was like actually I think it's a 2012. Let me check. It's a 2014 re-release. But this is the mono pressing, which they were like, yeah, we think the mono is better than the stereo one for this album. And this one, it's pretty cool. Like, comes with all the stuff that the original apparently came with, like some well, that's just like little things talking about the mono project. But where is it? Here it is. These weird cardboard cutout kind of things you cut out and do stuff with. It's pretty cool. And I like this just centerfold, or not centerfold, but whatever, I don't know what it's called, the fold thing, where they're all there. And then, yeah, of course, all of these I just showed you were all 180 gram, so they're the high quality ones. And now we're going to try to speed things up, because those are one of my favorite ones, because they all happen to be the same band. So this album I love. It's Paramore, Laughter Laughter. I personally like it. I like their newer stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but yeah, it's a cool. Oops, it's a cool album, cool artwork, and it's the colored vinyl. I think it's clear. Oh no, it's white with like black splotches or something like that. But yeah, this is a cool vinyl. Definitely a must-have for if you're a Tumblr. I'm just kidding. I don't even know what that means. If you like Tumblr or something, that website's dead because they don't have any more porn on it. All right, so here we go. Now we got another best album of all time, of course. This does not want to focus. There we go. So we got Dark Side of the Moon. This is, like I just said, is my favorite album of all time, other than Abbey Road. Put them on the same level. I actually got this at Goodwill years ago for $3. It says $6, but it was half off. And that was like the last time I found some cool shit at Goodwill. But honestly, I should buy a newer issue. 'Cause this one is, you could tell it's from the actual 70s. So it's an original pressing. I don't know which pressing, but it's cool. 'Cause this was actually recorded in Abbey Road Studios but same studios that the Beatles were recording at. All right, next we got Halsey, Badlands. Probably my favorite album by Halsey. I don't really listen to her that much anymore. But this is another amazing, cool record. Just looks beautiful. You know, you got the only issue with. Okay, let me just get into a little rant. I fucking hate how they're deluxe edition vinyls, or not even deluxe edition vinyls, but just deluxe editions in anything. Because this album has some great songs. The deluxe edition is what you want, you know, the 16 tracks. But here it's only like the 12 tracks, where it's missing some good songs. And it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, the last 3 songs are missing. But no, there's like songs in between the record. So if you got the album before you got the record, which is usually what happens with most people, I guess, because you have to listen to it first, you know, so you like it. You'll get used to this flow of the record. So when you actually buy the record, because you know you're supposed to listen to the record in order, because that's how record players work, obviously. It's like, what the hell? There's missing songs, so that's kind of a bummer. And to my recollection, there is no deluxe version. And of course, you got the cool ass pink vinyl. This is probably one of my favorite vinyls because my favorite color is pink. That's just fire. Then another Halsey. You got the Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, which I actually like too, but I think the other one's a lot better. Damn, she really. This is some high quality. This is cool. I haven't seen this in a minute. I kind of forgot what it looked like. But yeah, I love shit like that. I don't get why people, even with one record, you know, it's not a double LP, why they don't have these open folds kind of stuff all the time. Like, it's just weird. Because this shit is just so cool. And of course, we got the blue, or teal, I think is what it's called. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. It's like a blue with like white splotches, like see-through. Yeah, definitely badass. There might be some stuff in there too, but I can't go through everything. Sorry, I shouldn't have even went through the first stuff. There's too many records to go through. And then we got Sia, 1,000 Forms of Fear. Love this album. Sia's great. I think there's a poster in here too. Oh, yep. Oh shit. Oh, it's an extra. Yeah, a lot of these records are strange. Like, they'll come with them. Oh wait, this isn't an extra. Okay, never mind. I thought this was one of those things where you put the record in. It's just like a lyrics page. But yeah, a lot of records do that which a couple of them I just showed you did it, where it's like, oh, you have 2 choices of where you want to put your actual record in the sleeve, you know, and it's like kind of weird because you only need one, obviously, but one of them was like colorful and has stuff on it. And here's another cool record I got, Churches Every Open Night. Now this album's amazing. I found this album just perusing iTunes like back in the day, because I think this is like 2015 release. Another good quality open fold. See, this is how you do it. Like, I love this shit. But yeah, like another one. This is like a white record. Try to get that in focus. So it looks pretty cool. Colored album. But no, I was saying that I found this on iTunes, like what's new, and I was like, that cover looks pretty cool. So I listened to it and I was like, this is like probably. That's like, I really fucking like that album, like a lot more than I expected. But it's like a pop electronic. Then we got the Melanie Martinez Cry Baby. I think this album's cool too. And this one again is that like not centerfold. I keep on saying center, but gatefold. Oh, I think it's called gatefold. That's what it's called. And cool, they got like an extra some stuff in here. Oh yeah, I think this came with like a little book. This is pretty. I don't remember seeing this before. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have time anymore nowadays to just like. I mean, I still listen to records. Of course, I listen to records, but I don't really, you know, like just every day, like go all the time and just put something on, because I like listening to different stuff all the time. So I'll like listen to, you know, this song and then switch to a completely different artist, stuff like that. And as you can see, sorry about my phone, I'm gonna turn down the sound. Sorry, but like as you can see, just by showing you what I just showed you and like what's about to come up, I have a lot of different taste in music. So, oh yeah, and this I got Guardians of the Galaxy Deluxe Vinyl. This was like, okay, normally I wouldn't get something like this, which is kind of funny because this is a great soundtrack. Like the Awesome Mix Volume 1 is amazing. Like you can't go wrong. That's a good soundtrack. But I wouldn't ever see myself buying it, especially because it comes with the original score of the movie. But the thing is, that's another thing that makes no sense, kind of, because the original score is actually really good in this movie. But I would never see myself really buying this in general because, I mean, most people know that when you buy double LPs nowadays and if they come out new, they're usually like around the $30 to $40 range, which is really annoying. So the only reason why I bought this, it was on Amazon for a special. It was like literally like $13. I was like, okay, I have to get it then. That's like crazy good. I mean, even most records that are just single records are like 20, so they come out new. Panic at the Disco, Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. I loved this album in high school. Another annoying thing. Well, actually, never mind. Nothing. I was gonna say there was a bonus track missing, but that was like only on a Target CD, a special edition or whatever. So can't really complain about that if everything else got it. I think there's a cool little, This is the kind of shit why I like records, because you could get CDs, but get CDs over there, but CDs it's dead because no one uses them to listen to them. This is like a feel to it. It sounds better. It sounds different. It just sounds cool, and you can just hold it, and then it comes with all this cool stuff you can look at while you're listening to. Oh shit, it's completely out of focus. Can't get too close. But no, just the feeling of just holding the record and looking at the album, like getting a real good picture of the album artwork, and just being like, man. I just don't understand why some people just are like, yeah, fuck records, I don't need that shit. It's like I can't understand that. We got Iconopop, their only album. I love this album. It's like a pop masterpiece. I don't know. This is a great album. I like it. I got this another one that was on Amazon that was cheap. I think it was like 13 or something. And we got Charlie XCX. Now this one's really cool. Okay, I'm a big fan of Charlie XCX. She puts out some great records. This is off her website, I think it was, because the two mixtapes, we got Pop 2 and Number One Angel. And this was like $30, I think, so I thought it was completely worth it. I love both those mixtapes or whatever. And of course, you can see right there, we got The Sucker, which is like another thing from high school that I loved so much. And this one's actually cool. Recently, I forgot. I didn't realize that this one comes with, it comes with the lyrics tab and like, what's it called? The credits, yeah, pretty much. But it also comes with like a sticker sheet. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I found that recently. I didn't know it was there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, the sticker sheet and but of course, like most, it's not colored. I kind of assumed that was colored. Oh shit, I almost forgot. Because these ones are colored, which are cool because they match the record. So like you got the red for that one, and I think it's clear for the Pop 2. Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, I always love colored records. You can't go wrong with that. Oh yeah, now here's back to the comparison when I was talking about the White Album and the Wall. So it's like the same thing. This sticker, you can kind of tell. I don't know if you can tell it's a sticker. I actually put that on it because it was on the cover. Like you when you rip it off, and literally just by itself, it's just a wall, which is cool. But I kind of like the sticker. And I was like, I don't want to throw the sticker away, so I just put it on the top. And yeah, like I was saying, it reminded me of the Beatles album, the White Album, is because it's just white. I'm not gonna say they copied them because it's completely different if you know both albums. But this one actually as well also has like a huge poster printout, but this is just lyrics, so it's not cool photos and stuff. But yeah, that was kind of interesting to me, to where I was like, really, like very similar. Well, it's not a bad thing. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I just meant like, wow, that's kind of weird. They're very similar because they're both pretty much completely white and have almost the same inserts, except this one doesn't have photos of the band members or anything. Sorry, no Roger Waters over there. And we got American Beauty, American Psycho, I think is what it's called, by Fall Out Boy. I like this album. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's a blue. Yeah, this one's a blue record, which is pretty cool. And of course, you got a gatefold of this just interesting artwork. I think it's like glaciers or something. Very random though. has nothing to do with like the art direction of the album, but I thought it was kind of cool. And we got Long Live ASAP, my favorite ASAP album. I mean, I bought this back in high school. I remember this. This is amazing. We got these gold. Well, I think they're trying to call it gold record, but it's more kind of yellowish. Let's see if I get that. But this one's a double LP, of course, because it's a deluxe version. But yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. Like when you make a record, or when you make a vinyl of your record, you want to do, and of course when you make deluxe versions, you want to make the deluxe version the one that's a record, unless it's like some throwaway tracks. Whereas this one, it was like songs in between the record, kind of like the Halsey one I was talking about, so where you don't want to lose. So this is a cool LP. We got another great album, Carly Rae Jepsen, Emotion. This album's amazing. Like, whoa, it's a great pop album. Not really much to say about this one. I don't think it's colored. Yeah, it's just regular, but it's a great album. So, and we got this. Okay, so my card has just been filled up from just this video alone. I didn't expect it to be this long, but yeah. So let's continue. So yeah, like I was saying, this Daft Punk Discovery, great album. Yeah, can't go wrong. They're both black records. They're not colored or anything. Let me see. I think they have a. Oh yeah, they have a cool little. Like another thing you can put your record in. Cool little cover. And then of course the lyrics. And then there's actually a second one where it shows the Daft Punk without the coloration. But I'm just gonna. You know what? I'll pull it out. Let's see if I can get it out. There it is. You know how tight these are. But yeah, just some things, just records in general. I just think they're so cool because you just got, so you can just hold everything. It's like having a poster or something of your favorite stuff. So yeah, that's just like a chrome cool effect. Let me just. And now here, this is my older records section. This is like most of these are got at probably like Goodwill. So you got Jay and the Americans, Blockbuster is a pretty cool. Actually, I haven't actually heard this album all the way through and actually like gave it a listen, but I do like what song is it? Let's Lock the Door, right there. So I got it for like probably $1 or something. And then we got Glenn Campbell. Don't know anything about this record actually. I just like one of his songs. Oh yeah, because I was at Goodwill and I saw, I think it was 2 or 3 of his albums that were there, and they were all like $1 or 50 cents each. And I was like, you know what? I heard he was good, and I know one of his songs in that Guardians Galaxy 2 or 1, and I was like, so you know what? Maybe he has some good songs, so there's 2 of his albums I know nothing about. And we got 38 Special, Flashback, and that, again, I haven't heard this album all the way through yet. I really only like Hold On Loosely so far, which is a great song. And then, of course, we got Van Halen, self-titled LP. This album is amazing. It's unplayable, though. The record's in such bad condition, but again, I got it from Goodwill for 99 cents, but it's a cool album. We got Foghat Live. I haven't listened to this in a long time, which is just kind of cool little live album. We got Ted Nugent, Cat Scratch Fever, one of his best albums. Can't go wrong with that. Oh wait, there it is. That's kind of funny. Looks like kind of wonky. Just looks odd. The distortion of it, because he's just like, oh, never mind. Maybe I'm tripping. But then we got the Star Wars soundtrack, the original, of course. This is like one of my. This is what got me into the soundtrack, because I always knew that the oh yeah, look at that, 49.50 cents, and it was a half off day, so really it was like what 25 cents. This is a double LP. It's in pretty bad condition, but the record's actually not. Oh shit, that's way out of focus. But the record itself isn't in too bad condition. But yeah, look at that, it's pretty clean. And yeah, this I was gonna say, this actually got me to the soundtrack, because I always knew the soundtrack was good, but after like listening to the album from the record point of view all the way through, I was like, wow, this is a lot better than I realized. This album I know nothing about. I just got it because I thought it looked cool because the number. Still haven't listened to it. Maybe I'll get back to that. Grassroots, pretty good album. We got a couple songs in there I like. Back to the Future soundtrack, great, can't go wrong. Yeah, Beach Boys, Surfing Safari. I also had Surfing USA, but it's in a false. It's a false. I was at Goodwill and they didn't have the cover for it, so I just put it in a random sleeve. We got Boston's. I think this is a self-titled album. Really bad condition, at least the fold of it, but the record's in pretty good. Some Strauss. I like that classical music. Pink Floyd. I forgot what this album's called. Oh no, this isn't Pink Floyd. Wait, this is my bad. This is I just assumed because of the kind of album artwork. Fuck, what is this called? Led Zeppelin. There we go. I forgot what it's called though. What album it is? Steppenwolf 16 Greatest Hits. Can't go wrong with that. You know, great album, great compilation. And we got Dr. Dre next episode single. Some more classical, or not classical, classic music, or London Symphony Orchestra, Slick Rick, The Great Adventure. Oh, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. But I mean, yeah, it's Slick Rick, not bad. And we got Trap Lord. Like I was saying, I liked A$AP Rocky. I like A$AP Ferg's pretty cool. Well, these are like purchased when I was back in high school. But I still like this album. It's dope. Actually, you know what? Let me pull this out. I actually haven't seen this in a minute. Let's see what kind of artwork we got. Interesting. Is it colored? Nope, black vinyl. Oh man, this is crazy. This is a black. I haven't looked at this in a long time. This is an album that I don't think a lot of people like by Eminem. I think it's pretty great. I mean, of course, it's not better than the Marshall Mathers LP or Slim Shady LP. Those are like obviously top tier, best of his shit. But this is a really cool album. I think this was actually my first ever like new record I bought, because I used to always just go to Goodwill and buy the used records, but this was like one of the actual first one I bought new. And actually this one is in terrible condition. It's there is a part on it, I forgot which song, where it skips, you know? So it's not, I wouldn't say it's unlistenable, I would just have to like skip through one of the tracks, but yeah, it sucks because I would listen to it so much. Now this is a cool album. We got Jeezy's self-titled, or no, it's not self-titled, it's his first major album is what I meant to say. These Things Never Happen. It's a cool, I haven't seen any album done like this before, at least, I'm saying I haven't seen it, but it might exist, but it's kind of a cool, like, I don't know how to call that, like trifold, I guess, yeah, trifold. Pretty cool artwork, shows like daytime, and then nighttime, and then back to nighttime, and then the back is white, double LP, I think it's just black. Yeah, black LP, but that kind of fits the album aesthetic, at least the cover. And we got, wow, oh, this one's cool. So actually, this album's great, but the thing about this album, it comes with a script, which is, it's just funny because you're like, what? It just has a script about, for like, you're supposed to read it while listening to the album apparently, which is kind of cool. Script's nothing special in my opinion, because I read it while I listened to it. But that's just pretty cool. Like, yeah, here's a script that's for the album that you can just have. It's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Damn. Can't go wrong with that. Read that script. And it's also black LPs. And we got an amazing, which in my opinion is Kendrick Lamar's best album. I don't know about To Pimp a Butterfly. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I think Good Kid, Mad City is the best album. And of course it's the deluxe edition, because you can't be getting that regular edition crap. Yeah, I haven't seen this in a minute too. Oh, it's just blank. And then a black LP, of course. We got Logic's Under Pressure, the only Logic album I like. Back in high school, I would listen to this. I think it's great. And it's a funny story about this one. This is a single. A lot of Def Jam albums have this. I've noticed, because it's Def Jam, where there's not, usually when there's a double LP, they have it like, you know, open up like this, but not with this one. And I actually have a funny story about that, is that when I got this, it came with two of the same records. So it was like, oh, here's side B and A, and B and A. And I was like, no, it's supposed to be A, B, and C, D. So I had to like contact them and resend it back and get it back. It's like, I've never had that happen to me. It was very strange. We got Oxymoron by Schoolboy Q, which is kind of sad because this is the only album I actually even liked from him. I feel like after this album, he kind of went downhill, at least for me. Kind of cool. Of course, it's the deluxe. But another thing which is weird, it's not the iTunes deluxe, so it's missing 2 great songs. So yeah, I don't know, strange. And we got Fall Out Boy, Save Rock and Roll. This is another early purchase. I like this album. It's pretty cool. This is like a mini double LP. Wait, no, is it a double LP? So we got like a red album, and I think that is a double. Yeah, so we got 2 red LPs, but it's just a regular 40-minute album, so it's kind of funny that they put it on 2 LPs, but it's obviously because, you know, the size, it's small, which is a very interesting choice aesthetically, because I mean, yeah, like it's only a single LP, like for the length of the album, but no, we're gonna split it in two and like make it look like a 7 inch, even though it's a 33 and a half RPM or 33 and a third or whatever it is. So that's kind of cool. That definitely didn't have an issue with that. Just an interesting aesthetic choice, I guess. And then we got the Rolling Stones Hot Rocks. I think it was a 60. Hold on, let me see. 64 to 71. I mean, this is just a greatest hits album compilation. It's pretty good. Personally, I would change some tracks for some other tracks. I think there's some like massive hits that was like, how do you not have on this album? Which I can't think of off the top of my head because I have to go and look at the soundtrack, or look at the track listing for this. But yeah, we got the Supremes, their best. I don't know if it's their best album, but just more hits. I hate when those albums back then were like, they weren't even called out, like they never had names for the albums. They're just like hits by more hits, kind of like what the Beatles did with Capitol, or actually I should say what Capitol did with the Beatles. How it would be like the Beatles' fourth album, and like, or like more stuff by the Beatles, and it's like, just go with the UK releases. But this is a pretty good album. You can't go wrong. We got the very best, the Beach Boys Volume 2. This is a really cool album. It's the greatest hits Volume 2. You get I Get Around, 409, Surfing Safari, California Gold. I mean, it has a lot of hits, but it sucks. I'm assuming Volume 1 has like Surfing USA and like the more bigger hits. There's a couple more I can't think of right now. And then we got my favorite Journey album, Escape. I mean, you guys don't stop believing. What else do you need? You got Stone in Love, Open Arms. It's all there. Of course, there's it's not their best songs all in one. But you can't go wrong with that. We got Mamas and the Papas, which is my favorite album by them. If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears. It's a great album. I think this is actually an official. So all these old albums that have like the Goodwill stickers on them, that are from like the 70s and 60s. I'm pretty sure these are all like the original 60s and 70s pressing because, for whatever reason, the person that gave it up to Goodwill probably was done with it. But I assume they probably bought it back in the day, so it's kind of interesting. It's like, wow, that's the original, whereas a lot of the older albums that are, if you buy them new, they're usually repressings, of course, or remasters, kind of like with the Beatles, so. And we got Neil Diamond, 12 Greatest Hits. Cool album. And an interesting choice. I actually have the tape of this, which is weird. And this is the Surfing USA I was talking about. So it's clearly not the cover. I just found this random cover because it couldn't. It was just sitting out by itself. It's in terrible condition, but it still plays. It's probably not good for my record player, but you know what? Screw it. I'm not holding it too well right now. We got BJ Thomas, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. I like that one song, so I was like, it's like $1. Because if you buy a song on like iTunes, it's like $1, so it's like the same thing to me. It's cool, and I thought this was a cool like presentation, kind of how like the opening and how that record's like right here. Interesting. We got Kansas, Dust in the Wind. Good album. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. What more do you want? Wait, is this Dust in the... Okay, yeah. No, this isn't Dust in the Wind. This is Point of No Return. Why did I think this was Dust in the Wind? That's so funny. I second-guessed myself. I was like, wait, this is not Dust in the Wind. Sorry about that. That's not Dust in the Wind. I thought I had Dust in the Wind. We got Beatles Rock and Roll Music. This is like a greatest hits album, of course. I can't go wrong with this. It has some cool tracks. But, of course, with the Beatles, you can't just have one of those greatest hits albums. You need much more than that. We got Elvis, Almost in Love. I like the Little Less Conversation song on that album. We got Toto. I think this is is this 1? I think this is 1. Because you know how they named their albums 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I think they might have had like something else. But I like Hold the Line on this one. I think this is 1, Toto 1, I'm pretty sure. We got Life After Death, this great Notorious B.I.G. album. Well, yeah, he only has 2, so yeah, of course it's a great one. And it's a 3 LP, which is really weird because I've never seen that before. And of course, like I said, Def Jam, so it's all in one, just the 3 records sitting in there. If I try to focus that, yeah, there we go. Kind of like the Logic one that was by Def Jam as well. Then we got only a couple more, we'll just finish this. And Neil Diamond, the Hall Burnett film, Jonathan Livingston sequel. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even like a huge fan of Neil Diamond, but he has some good songs, and I thought this was kind of cool because it has like a book picture page in here and stuff. So, oh, is it just those 2 pages? Oh, never mind, that's nothing. Superman movie soundtrack, and that's where we end it. It's a pretty good soundtrack. I don't know what do you want me to say? So yeah, this is my vinyl collection video. This is way longer than I expected. There's a new format I'm doing where I'm just talking over it, not too detailed, just just hanging out kind of video. If you want more stuff like this, let me know. I'm trying to. You guys been asking for the VHS collection. I'm probably gonna get to that sometime this year because I've been really busy, and my tapes aren't even here. They're at a different location. I always have to get them to bring them back and then make the video. And of course, I've been collecting more, so I have more to show. But yeah, all these albums are great, except for a couple of them, like I said, that I didn't talk about. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.